Hey, welcome back. This is Dr. Sophie Rothschild show, and today I want to mention the question that's been put to me is what are some uh, female leaders throughout history? Well, me, of course, but no, just kidding. Um, well, from the biblical time, there was Sarah. As you know, Sarah, I remember God told Abraham to Sarah. Because why? Because Sarah was correct in her decision. After that, we know Deborah. Deborah was a judge in practice and military strategist that led Israel during the time of the judges. There was the Queen of Esther, who was alive to save the Jewish people. Miriam, guy is one of the guide the people of Israel through the desert in Exodus Bible. There was Lydia of Thyatira. Apologies if I'm butchering the name. Established the first house church in Europe. Lydia operated as an entrepreneur, first European convert, and house church leaders. Was Priscilla, instructed prominent early church preachers in theology. She possesses renowned mastery of tent making, hospitality, and theology alike. There was Queen Elizabeth I, governing England during the time of great prosperity and the Golden Age. Catherine the Great, founding the modernized Russian Empire. We had Empress Maria Theresia, ruled the vast Habsburg dynasties in Italy. Eleanor of Aquitaine, wielding immense political power over the two nations. Hildegard of Bingen, preaching the preached to the preached the papacy as a polymath. Catherine Booth co-founded the World Salvation Army movement. She published a powerful defense of women's rights to preach good news. We also have some other notables. Madame Curie. Madame Curie was a scientist who won the Nobel Peace Prize. We also had uh, others, such as Margaret Thatcher, one of my definite favorite. Margaret Thatcher leading Great Britain through the 79, so from 1979 to the is a very capable leader, and I think that really led her to retake the Falklands uh, with strong political leadership that rallied the nation to retake the Falklands in 1982 that was invaded by Argentina at the time. Um, there was also Prime Minister Golda Meir of Israel. There was also Prime Minister Indira Gandhi of India, leader of the largest democracy in the world. Okay. And we also have the current leader of Japan, who is a female, strong leader, no nonsense. So, as stated, there have been great female leaders throughout history. And at the end of the day, it comes down to, did that leader lead decisively and deliver results? Not so much as to what their gender was. Let me just take another look here. Okay. There was also Rosalind Franklin, who captured the critical X-ray fraction image for DNA that revealed the double helix structure. And she is a female scientist from Europe. And it's a King C.U.N. who conducted experimental physics that disproves the laws of conservation of polarity, contributed heavily to the Manhattan Project. And Ada Lovelace was a mathematician that recognized the first polygram polar algorithm, thank you, intended to be carried out by a machine. Earlier, the title of first computer programmer. Katherine Johnson. Katherine Johnson was a NASA space flight that helped allow for the or calculations allow for the accurate so the men can land the Apollo moon landing. Grace Hopper developed early computer programming tools and helped create the COBOL business computing language. Barbara McCullin, McClintock discovered genetic transposition, i.e., uh, jumping genes, winning the Nobel Prize in physiology or medicine. Marie and Annin discovered the major dinosaur and prehistoric marine fossils along English cliffs that published early paleontology forward. Rachel Carson ordered Silent Spring, used scientific research to launch the global environmental movement. And as we can see there, um, European women have made great contribution to leadership and science throughout history. And I think Dr. Katherine Johnson was an African American, and but she also did great deeds with the calculation input in the moon landed, Apollo 11 moon landed with the calculations. Uh, okay, thank you for taking the time from your end also. And from that, my mentor and tutor when I was growing up, Dr. Candice Thomas. Dr. Candice Thomas um, was my science tutor, and Dr. Candice Thomas, or Candice tutor, was my science tutor, and I learned a lot from her and from science. I was very inspired by her. She was an African American, Black African American scientist that taught me very well. And their name was Dr. Candice Thomas. I learned that from her, and that's what made me eventually go on to college and go on to degrees in history, economics, and politics, and also degrees in science. All right, and so I want to take a time to thank her again. Dr. Candice Thomas, if you're listening, thank you a million. And soon I will let's do lunch, all right? Thank you so much and have a good day.